Hello and welcome to the channel. We are here today to have a look at this Fleming 55 Voyager. Now, I've been a massive fan. If you've ever been anywhere at sea on any great distance, you'll always predominantly see a Fleming powering further into the distance through heavier seas than you'd want to go on. So I'm really excited about looking at this one. I think it's about a 2-year-old variant. I'm going to start on the bathing platform, as we always do. Fixed bathing platform. You see the shore power access point over there, and I love the fact that all of the lines go through the hull rather than over the top, and they're all protected. Grab rail on the back here, which is always good to see, and a super solid, look at the size of these mouldings, super solid sea gate takes us straight into the aft cockpit area. Just going to pivot over here. So obviously you've got full undercover protection, access to the flybridge up there, plenty of seating, loose seating for dining, and tons of storage under here, storage under there. And again, love to see down here freshwater washdown, engine access down there, and as I have just mentioned, that is one of the points onto the flybridge from the aft deck. There is then a rather lovely aft steering station here, so you've got throttle controllers, and under there proportional bow and stern thrusters, and then access through these twin sliding doors to the very homely saloon you get on these boats. These are designed to go long distances and spend a lot of time on board. So again, there's more access down to the engine down there. So that's a fold out table. You can see those two stools can be moved around depending on what you want to use them for. Lots of storage. Very practical seaboat, because over here we have a grab handle that runs all the way forward that leads you through to the the galley. Again, it's very much a full-size galley. American cooker, 4-burner ceramic hob, very large Miele microwave oven. Lovely to see that you've got a little window there, decent-sized double stainless steel sink, and in there we have a dishwasher, and that quite beautifully feeds through to that saloon dining entertaining area. Pop-up TV in the cabinet at the back, and very big full-size American fridge freezer. So we will head, I think we'll go down first, actually. We'll go down. So down below here we have, first off, we will go all the way forward, I think, to the mast front, at the front. Beautiful the way they've lined all that walnut up, the way the grain meets in the middle. Look, obviously she's designed to go distances, so there aren't any of the fancy hull windows. It's just very practical windows you would expect. 4 hatches both sides above us, storage behind the door there, and then here we have the master ensuite, full-size shower, mirror, basin, vanity unit over there. And then on the far side over here, again, continuing that amount of storage, plenty of storage in there. Take one step back down to the companionway, and then we have the heads, which is shared by the other 2 cabins. Again, very decent sized shower. There is a door, you can see it just behind us here. Vanity unit over there. And then one step down and one step aft takes us to this bunk cabin, I suppose you could call it. So there's a single berth on that side, there's a single berth on that side, but there's another berth at the top here. So this berth folds away against the wall a bit like a Pullman, and you can see that second berth above this one here then folds out to become double the size on these runners. You can see both sides over here. So there's plenty of sleeping for those fantastic voyages that you're going to take on a boat like this. We head back to the other cabin here. Again, another bunk cabin, lower bunk, upper bunk, and again ventilation and windows. This believe it or not, I think is the radar, open array radar. Again, storage under all these steps. I'm not going to open multiple cabins. Oh, look at that, that's a pump for the waste, I think, grey water. I'm not going to open cabins doors particularly because this is an owner's boat. We'll head up forward to the raised pilot house, which is a proper feature of these Flemings. Look at that. What a great place to sit. Beautiful stid seat with integrated Raymarine controller here for the MFDs in front of you, and then steering and autopilot control there. Very practical ship's wheel, and all the buttons and bits and pieces you would expect. Distribution panel down there, and then behind us we have sort of a charting area or companion area to drink coffee while you're going along. And then we will pop up, so you can go up to the flybridge from there, you can go down to the accommodation deck and the galley there, and then you can go out to the side deck and then pop through the side gates there if you wanted to. But we are going to go up onto the flybridge. And again, first thing you see is this rather lovely dining area here, entertaining space, more seating over there, raised helm station, and pretty much a mirror image of what we saw down below. Slightly less of the controls, but certainly everything you need. Humphrey stabilizers, stop the boat rocking over there, ray marine and proportional bow thrusters over there. There is a very large hard top here protecting us, but there is ventilation and windows in the top there, and obviously you would have noticed behind us here we have the dinghy storage, so it's not on the bathing platform, the hydraulic crane. And then if we come back here, this is very much the working area because it's got this non-slip decking everywhere. That's the points down to the aft cabin to the aft saloon that we looked at, and then a little bit of storage space there for life rafts. And there is a little bit of access around the back here, which is quite nice. You can work this entire area completely contained by the safety rail. So if we then head forwards, we will go and have a look at the foredeck area and then finish off in the engine bay. So back down these steps into the pilot house, which I'm just going to say again is a lovely place to be. What a great place to sit when you're going along on a long passage. So we'll go out this side, out the port side. Again, you can then go back down that side if you want to. But we're going to go forwards, round through the Portuguese bridge, through the door here, onto the foredeck area, where you've got this very, very beefy anchor handling gear, twin anchors, two different designs, anchor lockers and storage down there, these very purposeful cleats, and again these lovely lines run through the deck with these stainless protectors rather than going over the woodwork. So there you go, that is your Fleming at 55. So we'll quickly head back down the other side and go and have a look in the engine bay. Another lovely feature of these Flemings is this covered side deck. So even if it's raining, you can still wander around without getting wet. So let us go and have a look in the engine bay. So if we climb down in here, first thing you'll notice is, obviously we are at a boat show, so it's full of boat show gear, but there is a very, very large lazarette that runs all the way back in there. And then you can see the Glendinning system over there. There's a spotless water filter system down here. Generator over there. Spin it round and then you can see all the battery switches. Easy to hand. And the fuel stops down there. And then behind me, inverter, down stern thruster trips, and a distribution board. But the most fantastic bit is this watertight door that takes you into this incredible engine bay. There's two generators down here, and then two MAN engines here, obviously running on shafts. But look at this for an engine bay. I'll drop all the engine details in the sort of comments section below. But this is a fantastic feature. They've put a mirror on the bulkhead there, on the side of the hull, so you can actually see the other side of the engine. Exactly the same over this side. Look at that. So you're just checking for leaks or oil spillage or something. How fantastic is that? And then right the way forward, a bit further forward, got a fuel management system down there. Oh, she's got Humphrey stabilizers over there. Fuel tank. Another fuel tank down there. Sea chests down there. Absolutely fantastic. What an incredible boat. So there you go. So thank you very much to the fabulous team at Fleming for letting us have a look at this Fleming 55. I will just spin myself round and shut the door, and we'll come out of here and ask you to like and subscribe. Hope you've enjoyed the tour.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'll leave you with a fantastic view of the saloon. So thank you very much for watching. Do please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time round.